Welcome, guys, to another Jerry Said It moment. Let's talk about politics versus policies. You see, in my opinion, politics is the most divisive emotional factor in politics itself, versus policy, which in itself is a problem solving, finding solutions with checks and balances in law and practices that help govern the government, the nation, and we as individuals. The last couple of days since September 10th, there's been an upsurge on dehumanization of one Charlie Kirk, which I feel has been very insensitive. And I want to speak about politics because I think there needs to be a full understanding of what politics is versus what policy is. And the latter is what should be applied more because politics is all about debates, wins, a person that we're rooting for. And once they get into office, they become a policymaker. In fact, very rarely do we even hear that word anymore, policymaker, because we're more moved by emotional things. We are more moved by small, real rhetorics, which are not taking us anywhere. And extremism is one thing that is really, really unfortunate to have at this time. Because, in my opinion, being extreme is coming out of an identity crisis that a person has within themselves, fueled by wounds and emotions in themselves. Because explain to me why a one Charlie Kirk would trigger you so hard. You've never met him, you've never debated with him. However, he has a different political opinion that is different from yours, and that gives you the right to be triggered and to act on that triggered emotion. Debating is one thing, debating choices is another thing. We can do it in respect and we can do it in honor. And me not agreeing with you that would push our relationship to the downside means you're not only manipulative, you're emotionally manipulative, means you're emotionally controlling, and unfortunately, lack respect for people's views. Because if you really do study politics, and I'm going to quote Charlie Kirk in this, you need to be in a position to agree to disagree agreeably. You cannot be in politics and think you will constantly be on the same page with everyone. Your view is a view according to your lens, and my view is a view according to my lens. Same to the politicians and same to everyone else. That view needs to be respected. We, in this real culture, need to get back to real reality. Because making decisions or making judgment calls over someone through a few short reels that you've seen, unfortunately, I feel is just judgmental. It really is. I've had to challenge a couple of people to go watch podcasts to understand both the context and the content of what was being said compared to a few edited, snapshot reels. I'll boldly say this without fear and contradiction. We have a real problem, and we need to be real to get back to reality. So let's discuss politics. Let's discuss policy. I had to challenge someone just this morning. You can't agree to disagree with someone agreeably, yet the politician you identify with at one point or another is going to agree and run a bipartisanship deal or signage in legislature or something, or for something that they realize they need one another with their opponent to make policy work. Now, if those guys up there can do that through bipartisanship, you and I cannot agree because we have different views, different lenses, different thought processes. If you're triggered, deal with the trigger. Don't push that trigger to make a political debate turn personal. If a name is triggering you, that's on you. If a political party is triggering you, that's on you.